Yeah, I finally got a tripod. Now, I don't know the quality of it. It was a really inexpensive, like $12 stand off of Amazon. And yes, I'm obviously recording with my phone today. Um, Actually, let me test this with my phone. Let's see. So now you're on the tripod. Now I can get a couple of better angles, I hope. And let me see. I'm going to adjust this a little bit so you're closer. Yeah, I think that's better. Hey. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, April Love, here in Boston, wishing you a blessed time. Truly hope you're finding reasons to smile, to laugh, to enjoy life, to appreciate everything and everyone around you. I know today is supposed to be Motivational Monday, and I guess the only real motivation for today is just to keep going. Because the past week I've been down, I've been sick, but I keep trying to keep going. Yes, yeah, if you watched yesterday's vlog, I was complaining and just second guessing myself if I'm doing a good job with these vlogs or not, or just if what I'm doing is worth the time and effort, or if I'm doing enough, or am I good enough, and all that. But regardless of what I got going on in my head, I'm still putting up videos. I'm still trying to work out, even if it's just to lift the weights for 10 minutes a day, until I'm fully better as far as being sick, and and just the effort of me buying a tripod to try to have better control over the camera when I want to do steady shots, or I want to do certain angles. And I don't have, at the moment, I don't have a whole lot of money to spend on equipment, so I've managed to find like a cheap $10-12 thing here on over on Amazon. And so far so good. I literally just got it today, so we'll see how it stands up over time. And really, that's all I need is a basic stand. I don't think I need anything too extensive. As I progress, and as I continue to go on, I do have. I know I've said it before. I have a lot of ideas on what I want to do with the YouTube channel and whatnot, and sometimes I do get stuck in my head, but because I'm doing this 700-day well-being challenge, it's pushing me that even when I'm in a not so positive state, to just get up and keep going, even if it's just one tiny step. Like the two things that I've stayed as consistent as possible with are the videos. As far as getting one up every day, I know the quality hasn't always been the best, and the content might have been kind of sluggish, but I keep going, and part of me doesn't care that I show you the downsides and the as well as the upsides, because again, I think I said it the other day as well, this is part of my journey. This is part of me, developing myself in getting past and getting through things that have held me back before. I know I'm the main reason why I hold myself back, that I get held back, or I'm not where I want to be. Because I get scared. I do get lost in my fear. I do get lost in my insecurities. I do second guess myself, and it hinders me, and I do get lazy. I do have lazy moments. An example is I just watched the video on food and on health, and basically shouting, putting certain companies and organizations on blast on why so many people are sick, and that whole chain of events. And it ticked me off, and it got me thinking that I want to try to become vegan. But I'm talking with myself, and I go, but you're lazy when it comes to making your food. I can cook, and I'll get revved up, and I'll go buy all the fruits and vegetables to do what I gotta do, and I'll cook for a couple of days, and then I'll drop off. I'll stop doing it, or I won't do it as much. Even with this 100-day challenge, I haven't. I've been consistent with trying to work out. I've been consistent with making my videos. But as far as eating clean, I'll be honest, I haven't been 100% on that, which is fine. And I know I keep looking over here because the screen's here and the lens is over here. So, but, I'm self-aware enough to know in what parts of my life I am lazy, and what parts of my life I want to improve. And I beat myself up sometimes for being lazy or not doing as much as I should, and beating myself for being scared to do things. But in the midst of all that happening, I'll go through those phases, and then I'll get up and I'll get quiet, and I'll get a little more determined, and I'll take the next step. We're all gonna fall. We're all gonna have moments. And the reason why I started the video off with showing me preparing some food is today is a perfect example of me being kind of lazy and still being out of it from being sick. That we didn't know what we were gonna have for dinner. I didn't know what to get at the supermarket because the fact that I'm gonna go on vegetarian, and I know my family doesn't want to do that. I'm not sure what to buy at the moment. And on top of it, my head was getting foggy, and just the house in general. I think it's really the house, because our house gets really humid and hot, and I don't do good in that weather. But, I couldn't push myself out the door. And instead of trying to push myself out the door, I was like, okay, we got leftovers in the fridge, and we got veggies that need to get cooked. So I thought, what can I make, to incorporate with, we still have some barbecue chicken from the other day. So I'm like, well, I can make quinoa, and I'm making the roasted carrots and beets. And I'm going to have the rest of the chicken with that. So, at least for me, I know what I'm eating. Anyway, just me making this video is, again, motivation for me in this, me trying to stay consistent and stay on top of this challenge that I gave myself to get up 100 videos in 100 days, and today is day 70. And if you saw the weight in the beginning of this vlog, you've seen my weight go up and down over the last 70 days, and there's a part of me that's disappointed that I haven't lost more weight than that in 70 days, but again, I know it's my own fault because I didn't eat the way I should have. I worked out, but I wasn't completely eating the way I needed to eat. But that's okay. Even if I don't decide to go vegan for the next 30 days, I am going to do my best to get back on point, to eat cleaner, to eat more veggies, and to push myself. And even as tired as I am, like even right now, I slept well this morning. I slept until 2 o'clock. Normally after work, I go to bed and I'm up by 12 and groggy or whatever. Today I got at least 7 hours of sleep, so I'm feeling good about that. But because my head's foggy and a little unmotivated today, but I pushed myself enough to do that, and enough to do this. So, with all that said, I'm sure there's somebody that will come across this video and, stuck in their head looking for motivation, looking for inspiration. Maybe you're just looking for entertainment or looking for something to relate to. I know how it feels. I know what you're going through, and know that you can get through it. Just, even if you have to push yourself just to go to the kitchen and... Okay, I got cut off because my alarm went off for my food. So, anyway, it's very easy to get lazy. It's very easy to get lost in one's head. It's more of a struggle to keep thinking positive and believing in yourself and all that, and it's possible. And if you're not accustomed to doing that, it's going to take practice. You're going to go up, you're going to go down, you're going to go up. Eventually, you'll get to a point where you are cruising along, and you still might have some dips here and there, but, don't give up. That's all I can really say is keep getting up and keep going, even if it's a small step, a small breath. As long as you're breathing, as long as you get out of bed, you're on the right path. So anyway, this is all I got for today's Motivational Monday. I hope I got something from it. Hopefully, at the very least, you related and, get what I'm trying to say. Tomorrow's Poetry Tuesday. Stay tuned for that. And as well as I get Inspired by Love, my radio show, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on ZoomX Radio. The link for that will be down below. And if you happen to come across this, tell me something that inspires you, that does motivate you. Whether it's a song, a poem, a person, an event. And I can share it on the air if you want me to. Anyway, I'm going to end it. I want to thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, thumbs it up. And comment and subscribe. Until next time, like, love, share, and inspire. Don't forget, love is everything. Much love.